community is coming together to raise awareness about the impact or mental health in our community. So let's take a moment to consider the mental health impacts of Australia's mandatory detention regime. It's a system that locks up vulnerable men, women and children indefinitely, far from sight, in secret camps on offshore islands. It's a system that, by Transfield's own admission, results in a major or critical incident of self-harm every 4 days. It's a system in which there is a serious incident of sexual assault every 4 months. It's a system that, according to the Human Rights Commission, inflicts irreparable harm on children.
Shame.
Just last night, Gillian Triggs, the President of the Commission, referred to Australia's offshore detention policies as calibrated cruelty. Let's be clear, the system is inherently abusive. It is designed to generate human misery. And while successive Australian governments have been the architects of this regime, private companies are essential to its delivery. They allow the government to outsource responsibility and outsource risk. The aim of No Business in Abuse is to end corporate complicity in the human rights abuses occurring in Australia's detention camps.
Yeah.
And the good news is that every single one of us is connected to this system, and not just through our vote at election time. We are the customers of the super funds and the banks that invest and finance Transfield. We are connected to the institutions that form the core of Transfield's business model. They maintain our schools, they maintain our hospitals, and they maintain our universities. They maintain the facilities at your university. Transfield relies on these contracts with institutions such as the University of Newcastle to make a profit. The demand of No Business in Abuse is simple. We call on institutions not to do business with companies that profit from human misery. We call on institutions not to do business with Transfield Services until the human rights abuses stop.
Yeah.
So this campaign will be won by people like you. It will be won by the healthcare workers in places of care, our hospitals. It will be won by the students, staff and parents of our schools. And as we're witnessing today, it will be won and fought by the students, staff, alumni and concerned community members of universities around Australia that demand their institution not contract with Transfield. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the work you're doing. This is just the beginning, and I'm proud to be here with you to demand that the University of Newcastle there should be no business in abuse.